Yeah, I'll just give some brief introduction to probability. Then I'll go to communication actually, because probability knowledge is required actually. You should know what is probability mass function, what is PDF, what is mean, what is variance, all those things actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Suppose there is a set, okay, total set. The set is, for example, if the experiment is tossing a coin head and tail, and if it is rolling a die, either 1 to 6 any number is the total set actually. That is represented by omega or s actually. So any one of these actually member of the set, for example, getting a number 3 rolling a die, number 3 out of 1 to 6 is an event actually. Getting 4 is another event. Getting head is an event, getting tail is an event actually. The case of tossing a coin. So we can assign. So what is probability actually? First, we'll give a brief introduction. Suppose the coin is unbiased. We know that probability of getting head is or tail is half actually. So there are two ways you can get actually head or tail. The chances of getting head is one half actually if it is a fair coin. If it is a biased coin, say for example, the probability of getting head may be two-third actually. That means three times if you toss, on an average you will get two heads actually. It need not be fair coin always actually. So, so total number of possibilities, number of events to favor to the divided by the total number of possibilities is probability actually, roughly actually. So what is random variable? So for this, any event, we assign a number actually. That zeta is one event actually. For example, it is getting a getting number 4 while rolling a die. So we assign one number x of zeta. For example, 10 times that number actually, 1 to 6, suppose 4, 10 to 4, 10 times 4 is 40. So the 40 is a random variable actually. Why do we call this a random variable actually? Why do we call as a random variable?
We cannot predict that.
Yeah, we cannot tell what is the value actually. For example, y equal to sine omega t. Y is not a random variable because for a given omega is fixed or whatever value you for t time, you can exactly tell what will be the value of y actually. You can tell it actually. Whereas in this event, rolling a die, you cannot tell what will be the value of the random variable. You can tell what is the possibility actually. For example, if it is fair die, 1/6 getting 40, the random variable is probability is 1/6 because there are 6 events out of which one is the desired event actually. So we can tell that that is possible actually. But we cannot tell what is the what guarantee. We cannot tell for with a guarantee that it will be always 4 actually, right? So that is why it is called a random variable. Otherwise, it is a normal variable actually. There are two types of random variable. One is discrete and another is continuous actually. The rolling of die, it is a discrete random variable, right? Like that, tossing a coin, head or tail, that is also a discrete random variable actually, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Discrete means it will have one particular value actually. It is not continuous actually. Um, the probabilities of head and tail are given by probability mass functions actually. Mass function actually. So suppose if the probability of head is two-third, probability of tail is one-third, the sum two-third plus one-third will become one actually. The probability of whole event, that is total set, is always one actually, right? Because whole event always certain actually. Any one is going to happen definitely actually. So discrete and continuous. Discrete is called each one event. The probability is called probability mass function actually. Then any doubt?
Yes.
No.
If it is continuous, we are talking about probability density function actually. If it is discrete, probability mass function actually. Okay. So what in general physics we know that what is the relationship between mass and density? Can you tell me? What is the relationship between mass and density? Suppose water density is we know that 1000 kilogram per meter cubed. If the volume is 100 meter cubed, what is the mass of water? 1000 into 100, right? Density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube into 100 meter cube is the volume. So density into volume into mass actually, right? If it is, suppose if the shape is irregular, not a particular cube or something, then you have to integrate, right? How do you find the volume actually?
By integrating.
By integration, we can like if it is a one-dimensional variable, 2D variable, we will find by integrating, right? We will find the area by integrating, right? Actually, right?
Yes.
Same way, how do you find the volume actually? Integrating in two directions, x and y. If you find that if you integrate the density in two dimensions, you will get the volume, right?
Yes.
This concept is it clear or not?
Yes, okay.
Right? Same like physics actually. We talk about density and mass. Same here also. See, if it is discrete, particular event like tossing a coin, say it has a 2/3 probability. It is probability actually. It is not density actually. If you that means suppose if you toss 30 times, roughly 20 times head will turn actually. Roughly. See, it need not be 20, but roughly. Higher number if you toss, say 30,000 times if you toss, 20,000 times head will turn actually. Okay. If you go for larger and larger number, it will become more and more probable actually. So that is why it is called mass function actually. Whereas density means it is continuous actually. We know the difference between continuous and discrete actually.
Yes.
Yes.
See, integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are discrete, right?
Yes.
Between 2 and 3, there is no integer. Between 2 and 4, there is only one integer actually. They are discrete actually. Whereas if you talk about real number, right? Real number. Between 2 and 3, how many real numbers are there actually? Between 2 and 3.
No.
It is,
Excuse me? Real number, I am talking a real number. You know what is a real number?
yes.
Yeah, integer.
Okay. How many real numbers are there between 2 and 3?
So we cannot count that. So the points and all will be the 2.5, 2.4.
Yeah. So it is infinite, right? It
Yes.
is infinite actually. See, 2.5, 2.6 and all, they are all rational numbers actually.
Yes.
There are also irrational numbers which cannot be expressed as a ratio of integers like pi, square root of 2. So between 2 and 3, in fact, between two any numbers, 2 and 2.1, there are infinite rational numbers and infinite irrational numbers actually. There are infinite real axis, it is not countable actually. But you can so this kind of continuous things you can always integrate actually. You have to use integration actually. Whereas if it is discrete, what will you do?
Summations.
Summation, right? Yeah, you have to replace integration by summation. If it is discrete, replace integration by summation actually. So if it is discrete, we talk about probability mass function. If it is continuous, we talk about probability density function. So I gave an example of tossing a die and tossing a coin or rolling a die. Examples of discrete random variables actually. I'll give an example for continuous random variable actually. Any doubt?
7 seconds. If it is continuous, then it is a mass function. If it is discrete, then a density function.
No. Other way. Discrete means it is mass function. Continuous, it is density actually. We call it as density actually. See, discrete you understand, right? See,
Yes.
they are rolling a die. See, this cursor is in, I don't know whether, are you able to see the cursor actually? I'm showing
Yes.
cursor at 1. Is it
Yes.
so?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is a rolling a die. Each one event 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each suppose it is a fair die. Each is the probability 1 actually, right? So this is an impulse actually. Each point 1, 2, 3. There are impulse of strength 1 by 6 actually, right? Summation. Suppose what is the probability of getting a number if you roll a die? What is the probability of getting a number which is less than 3 actually? See, you roll a die, you are getting a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these you are getting. That number should be less than 3. What is the probability actually?
1 by 3.
1 by 3.
1 by 3, right? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 1 by 3 actually.
Yes.
So this is you are adding actually because this is discrete random variable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are probability mass functions actually. You can sum them up actually. The example for continuous random variable is, for example, it is uniform actually, right? If the x is a uniform random variable, uniformly distributed between -4 and +4 actually. Okay, the height of the PDF is 1 by 8. So what is the area of this rectangle actually? Huh?
1 only.
1, right? Between -4 to +4, the width is 8. Height is 1 8. So height into width is 1 actually. That means total probability is 1 actually. So always the random variable getting between -4 and +4 is 1 actually. Suppose because this is a continuous random variable actually. There is a difference. See, in the mass function, what is the probability of getting 2?
1 by 6.
1/6. Whereas here, what is the probability of getting -3?
-3.
-3.
0.
0, right?
0.
Because the width is 0. Even the height is 1/8. Width is 0. Whereas mass function, it is some value, non-zero value is there actually. Because this is discrete, this is continuous actually. Okay.
Yes.
So there should be a finite width. If it is continuous, to have a probability, it should have a finite width actually. Any particular number, if you give, the probability is 0 actually. Right?
Yes.
So this is a uniform. It is a rectangle actually. If it is gender something else, you have to integrate actually. You cannot use width to height, width to multiply height. But
Yes.
you have to integrate actually that p of x dx. Right? So another is it clear? Shall I go ahead?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So probability of getting exactly RV or x equal to +2 is 0 actually. So area of under +2 is 0 because width is 0 actually. Then another continuous random variable is Gaussian random variable actually. Gaussian. So this is a continuous random variable. So we talk about density actually, right? So between two limits x1 and x2, what is the probability actually? If somebody says, what is the probability of getting, if you want, I will go to another slide. This is a Gaussian random variable. This is x1. This is x2. I want what is the probability of this random variable? This is p of x, right? It is a continuous random variable. This is density actually. See that formula I will show you. 1 by √2 pi sigma e power minus x bar whole square by 2 sigma square. X bar is mean. I will explain those things. I want to find the area. What is the probability of between x1 and x2? Okay, what is the probability of x1? So that is nothing but given by the integral of the Gaussian between x1 and x2. The area under this curve, this area, right?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the probability of greater than x1, greater than or equal to x1, less than or equal to x2 actually. The probability of greater than or equal to uh, sorry, greater than or equal to x1, less than or equal to, sorry, probability.
X
Okay.
greater than or equal to
X.
x1 and less than equal to x2.
Yeah, less than or equal to x2. So this is the probability actually. This is the area under this curve actually, right? This is for one dimensional Gaussian actually, right? So here x bar is a mean actually. I explained what is mean. What is sigma is the standard deviation actually. Sigma square is variance actually. Okay, I'll explain this in terms of discrete time variable, so that is easy to understand actually. So the same thing is applicable for continuous random variable actually. Mean of random variable x bar is given by, if it is discrete, e of xi given by sigma I p of xi into xi actually. I will give an example actually. I think example is there actually. Let me see. Yeah. Suppose it's a tossing of a coin. If I toss, it's a biased coin actually, right? It is not unbiased. It is not a fair coin. Probability of head is 2/3. Probability of tail is 1/3 actually. Okay. So if I toss it, if it turns head, I will gain 100 rupees. Okay. If I toss it, if it comes tail, I will lose. That means I have to pay the other party 50 rupees. This is a loss 50 rupees. So if I repeat it large number of times, how much I will gain or lose per trial actually on an average? How do you find E of xi actually? I is the number of possibilities actually. Here, what are the possibilities? One is head, another is tail. Okay. So, what is the probability of head? 2/3. 2/3 into, that is probability of xi or x1. We say one is head. Probability of x1 into x1. What is x1? 100 rupees gain actually. Then another next one, next possibility, a tail, loss minus 50. Minus 50 into probability 1/3. So 2/3 into 100 minus 50 into 1/3 is 150 by 3. It is positive actually. That is 50. That means I will gain 50 rupees actually. Suppose if I play it for 1,000 times, I will get 50,000 rupees actually. Right? Sometimes I will lose, sometimes I will gain. But on an average, if I play the game for 1,000 times, I will gain 50,000 rupees. This is the meaning of expectation actually, or average value actually. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You are averaging among the possibilities actually. This is called weighted average. See, I will give an example of weighted average. So you can correlate with that. Suppose there are classes in the class, there are 100 students, 80 boys, 20 girls. Suppose boys score say 70 marks in a subject, 70 marks. Girls score 80 marks. What is the average score of the students? How do you find the average score of the class actually?
Summation divided by total number of students.
No. This is weighted average because there are 80 boys. 70 into boys is average is 70. 70 into 80 divided by total 100
Yes.
plus 80 girls into 20 divided by 100. You should not 70 plus 80 by 2. You should not do it. 150 by 2 is 75. No. Because boys are bored. So the mean will tend towards boys actually. So what is this value actually? 56 plus 16. 66, 72 actually. Whereas direct average should do 75 actually. So which is less than this direct average because boys are more strength, their maps is less actually, right? This is weight average, right?
Hmm.
Probability is also a weightage actually. See, number of possibilities favorable to the event divided by the total number of events. You are weighing by the probability actually. It is nothing but weight average actually, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
So this is mean actually. The variance, it's also average, but you are finding the random variable x, subtracting the mean. Mean I know, already I told you how to find mean. Subtract the mean, okay, from the random variable, square it, and find the average. See, x minus xi minus x bar whole square, pi is the ith event probability actually. You are weighing by the probability, xi minus x bar, okay. You are subtracting the mean actually. Subtracting the mean, square it, weigh by the probability. This is the average value of the difference from the mean actually. Mean square actually. Is it clear?
Yes.
So, if it is this is for discrete actually. For continuous, average value is integral actually. You have to replace sigma by integration. X is the random variable. P of x is the density function. X into P of x dx actually. That is the mean actually. Whereas variance x minus x bar whole square, P of x dx. You are integrating actually. Right?
Hmm.
See, here, if it is discrete, you are summing. Are you able to understand this actually? What is the
Yes.
see, I told you what the meaning of expectation, mean actually. So I told you formula for this actually, variance. But what is the significance of the variance actually? See, because we are subtracting and squaring, what is that squaring is doing actually?
Both the sides.
Huh?
How much
The
Yeah, all
Both
the sign is
distribution
removed,
of
right?
yeah.
Whether it is positive or negative, once you
Difference in
square
value.
it, it becomes positive actually, right?
Hmm.
yes.
Yes.
So various even whether it- from the mean, how much it is deviating, square it means it is a positive actually. That positive number, you average it by the probability actually, right? So what is I will show you. Uh, I told you the formula for Gaussian PDF, right? Did I tell or I didn't explain? Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, this is clear, right? This is a Gaussian variable I told. I didn't explain what is sigma actually. I'll explain now actually. Density function is given by this single one variable actually. We can have multiple variables x1, x2, etc. Joint, we can talk about joint video. I'll come with later actually. 1 by root 2 by sigma e power minus x bar whole square by 2 sigma square. X is the random variable particular value. X bar is the mean actually. Square it by 2 sigma square actually. Okay. So you should know, actually I didn't explain, what is the capital X and small x, what is the difference actually? Capital X, see it is the whole random variable set, for example, die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Any one of these 6 is capital X actually. Whereas X, small x, one particular member of that actually, right? So you have to find for all actually, right? So this is a formula. Sigma. I will talk about this now actually. Mean you have understood, right? A discrete case I talked actually.
Yes.
So that variance is like a deviation of from the mean or from the zero or something like that.
Which one?
Variance you told us.
Variance.
Variance is from the mean actually. The
Okay.
random
Both the
variable.
sides.
Huh? Yeah, either
Both the
side.
sides of either
Either side. So whether it is negative or positive, that difference, it is positive or negative. But once you square it, that is gone actually. Uh, I will give the intuitive meaning of the variance, then you will know why we are squaring actually, why we are removing the effect of plus or minus actually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So there are two Gaussian variables. Mean is same, both x bar. Okay, this this one, this is two. Both mean is same actually. That mean is Gaussian mean is same as where the PDF peaks actually, because this is symmetrical. At mean only it peaks actually. The PDF is peaking actually. Both are same. Whereas this is wide actually. This is wide. Okay, large variance. Whereas this is narrow actually. Right? Low variance. So, what is the meaning of this actually? Variance. Mean we found out, right? Mean we found out.
Yeah, mean we
Yes.
found.
We know what is mean actually.
Yeah.
Intuitively we know.
Yes.
At least discretely. So variance means, see, I'll give an example. Suppose there are some 20 students in a class whose parents' incomes are between per month income is 10,000 to 10 lakhs. 1,000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. 10 lakh. This is very low, this is very high. Okay. 1,000 rupees per month is very poor actually. 10 lakh per month is rich, right? So, if you average it, okay, there are various students, 1,000, there may be some 2 students, 2,000 maybe 5 students, and 10 lakh maybe some 10 students. Forget about this. Mean of this is say 5 lakh, 500, 5,000, 50,000, 5 lakh. Mean income, I'll call as rupees, right? 5 lakh per month. Can you say the class is rich actually? Class belongs to rich parents, can you say? Mean is 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs is a huge amount per month. Nobody earns 5 lakhs per month. Very few people will earn 5 lakhs per month. Can you say the class belongs to rich parents? Can you say that?
Yes.
Huh?
No, by only mean we found.
See, suppose, or even say 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs per month is also huge actually. Suppose there are more poor students whose income is say 5,000 or 2,000, 5,000 like that. Lot of students below 20,000. 20,000, it is not a huge salary. 20,000 per month. There are few students who are 9 lakhs, 9.1 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Okay, out of 20 students, there are 15 students and 5 students, very high income. Mean is, even though there are few students of very high salary, mean is affected by the high values actually. These are all called outliers actually. Mean is affected by the outliers. It looks the class average salary is very high. They are rich parents. But reality is most of the students' salary is 20,000 or below actually. Okay, it is not very high. They are middle class or lower middle class only. But some rich students make the total class look, they are rich parents actually. But if you find a variance, suppose what is a suppose I am just giving an example. If whatever mean value, I have to take correct values, then only I can calculate exactly. But this is xi, sorry, x bar is the mean, xi minus x bar whole square, sigma I equal to 1 to 20, right? So you sum it divided by 1 by 20, you find, right? You are finding difference between mean, the square, and dividing by 20 actually. This is a variance, right? This is a variance actually. So, if the variance is large, if this is a very large, that means the difference between very low and very high, that is large actually, right? Where this is large means, I will tell.
The TV.
Huh?
Deviation is more from the mean.
Yeah, mean is deviation is more from the mean actually. Okay, I'll put it another way. This is a this class belongs to a capitalist country, very rich and very poor. This is a capitalist country. Whereas if the variance is very small, okay, even though mean is same, both cases mean is same, variance is small. That means, see, one student will be getting 30,000, another maybe 32,000. So mean is same. Say 30,000 is a mean per month. Okay, they are neither too rich or not too poor actually. What is the meaning? It is a socialist country actually, right? So variance talks about how the data is spreaded actually. Here it is large, spreading is large actually. Even though mean is same both cases, here it is spreading is large actually. You cannot tell the students are rich or poor. There are a lot of poor students are there. Whereas here almost variance is small. Here in this case, even though mean is same as case 1, this case 1, this is case 2. But variance is very small. That means almost, see, this is 30,000 mean. Here, very close to 30,000, all the parents' income is there. Whereas first case, this is 30,000, very few students far away here. But most of the students will be very within small, very low salary actually. Okay, there are very few students, very high salary actually. So the difference is larger actually. The difference between rich and poor is large. Here it is very small actually. Nobody is too rich, nobody is too poor actually. Is this concept clear actually?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Why that is important actually? Why variance is important actually? Why variance is important actually? We want low
To
variance.
know
Huh? Low variance means it is
In
good
case
actually.
of noise and also
deviation
noise should
must
be
be
noise must not be too much spread.
Noise variance is less means it is good. But can you give me an example where variance is large means we cannot believe it, we cannot trust it actually? Okay, I'll give an example. Suppose you are buying a resistor in a hardware, you want to use some resistor actually, some 1 mega ohm resistor you want actually. Okay, okay, some 1,000 resistors you are buying actually. You don't want so many 100 ohm resistor, 200 ohm. See, we want close to 1,000 actually. You don't want so many resistors 100, 200, 150 like this. Few 10 mega ohm, 20 mega ohm resistors. You don't want like this. This is also bad. This is also bad actually. So variance should be large in this case actually. Or standard deviation. Square root of variance is sigma. Standard deviation will be very large. See, you want 1 mega ohm exactly, or very close to that. This is 1 mega ohm. This is 1 mega ohm. See, all the resistors should be close to 1 mega ohm actually. You don't want this 1 mega ohm means some resistor like this, some resistor like this. Then even though mean is same, this is also not acceptable. This is not also not acceptable. But this is good, right? Intuitively, are you able to make sense? This 1 mega ohm mean. This is also 1 mega ohm mean. Will you buy this? This lot? Huh?
no.
Because this spreading very low, very high, both are not acceptable. We want close to 1 mega ohm, maybe some 10 ohm or 20 ohm, either side is okay. But we don't want very low, some out of 1,000 resistance, they give very low values and very high values. It is not, no, it is not at all useful, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Even though mean is same, mean is 1 mega ohm, both cases actually. You sum all the values divided by 1,000, it will be mean is more or less 1 mega ohm. But you can't buy this actually. This lot two is not acceptable. This lot one, this is okay, good, right? So we don't want low. We want low variance, not high variance actually. Does it make intuitively sensible?
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Logically, I'm telling actually, not mathematically. Logically, we want low variance actually.
Mm.
So I give an example, the class students, if variance is large, that means it is a capitalist country. Variance is small, it is a socialist country. Neither rich nor poor. If it is large, there are a lot of poor people and some rich people actually. So here in the case, this is large variance actually, right?
Yes.
Because this is wider actually. The curve is wider actually, whereas this is narrow. This is like a peak, right?
Hmm.
So in our communication, when we estimate some parameter, if the variance is less, it is good actually. We can trust it actually. We want low variance. This is one of the desirable quality actually. Low variance is a desirable quality actually, right?
Yes.
Okay. So some of the thing in probability I was missing. I will talk about that. Then yeah, I think I didn't go in the proper order actually because I just wrote from my memory actually. I didn't go through the book because preparing formally means it will take so many hours actually. Some 40, 50 hours or more than 50 hours effort I have to put actually. It is, we cannot go into the project mode soon actually. So probability of a joint event actually I'll talk actually. We talk about probability of rolling a die or tossing a coin actually. There are two events, two experiments, A and B. Both are independent actually, right? A and B are independent. What is the probability of joint event A B? Probability of AB equal to probability of A into probability of B
Hmm.
if they are independent actually. If they are independent. Do you know this actually?
Yes. Sir.
For example, you are tossing a coin and rolling a die. Okay, it is a fair coin and fair die. What is the probability of getting a head and getting a three? The head does not affect three and vice versa, right? So what is the
Yes.
probability of head off? It is a fair coin actually. Like die is also a fair die. What is the probability of three? 1/6. So what is the probability of getting head and three? One half into
112.
1/6, 1/12 actually.
112.
Yes. Sir.
1/12, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Suppose if it is they are dependent, A and B are dependent, then probability of AB is given by probability of A multiplied by probability of B given A actually. That means
Hmm.
first time A has happened, second time B is happening, but you are given that A has occurred in the first time actually. You are given that information actually. Then what is the probability of B actually? I'll give an example for this. Okay, then you will understand. Suppose the card, there are 52 cards, right? 13 is squared, 13 clover, 13 odd, 13 diamond. Each are 13 actually, right?
Hmm.
There are 52 cards actually, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So first you take one card, don't replace it, keep it. Then take another card and see. First card also you see. I want the probability of getting two whispered actually. First must be whispered, second must be also whispered actually. See, first first card. Okay. What is the probability of whispered? There are 13 whispers are there out of 52 cards. So probability of getting a whispered is 13 by 52. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Then you have kept the first card separately. Then take another second card and see what is the probability of getting another whispered. This is a desired event, right? Two successive whispers.
Yes.
See, so I told you, probability of AB is probability of A multiplied by probability of B given A. So first time A has happened, that is whispered has occurred actually.
Hmm.
Keep in mind.
Yes.
Second time, probability of getting one whispered, it depends on previous event actually.
Event. Hmm.
Previous event is whispered, there are only 12 whispers are there, so one is gone. What is the total event number of ways cards can be removed? 51. We
50.
have one. Huh?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. 50.
So 13 by 52 multiplied by 12 by 51. Here because A and B are dependent actually, right?
Yes. Sir.
So this you must be you must understand actually. Okay, this concept you know.
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I will ask one question actually. You just think and tell me actually.
Hmm.
Same thing, I'm just giving a little. I take one chord, okay. You see whether it is a, I don't know what is called, is square claver or odd in or diamond, whatever maybe. I don't care. You keep it separately. Then take separate second chord. I want second chord is spread actually. Second chord is spread. I don't care what is this. Second chord must be spread. Now, what is the probability actually? How will you find out actually? That's about to tell me. See, this particular thing will be useful actually. See, I give it intuitive. I am taking discrete because, see, continuous, I write it as a formula. Formula doesn't go into your mind, right? If I give an example, the example will go to mind. Always you can correlate the discrete to continuous. It is easy actually. That's why I'm specifically taking this discrete example. This is easy for me to teach actually, right?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Continuously, I write a formula. I cannot write the equation actually. Okay, that won't go to your mind. That intuition won't be there actually. Okay, now I have taken a card. I don't know what it is. I kept separately. Second card I have taken. I want to know what is the probability of spread actually. How will you find out actually? Is there any thought over it? What is
So the
the
question is that
13
first
by
is the ice
51.
pad and one
first
is
is spread or first could be not spread? One of
first
the,
between two is
right? See, first could be spread, first could be not spread actually,
not is
right?
yes.
So there are two possibilities actually. So find the probability of second spread. No matter what is the first card, you have to consider both cases actually.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Both cases, right? So what is the
Yes.
probability of? We saw that, right? First is spread 13 by
13
52
by 52 into
into second is spread 12 by 51
51 or plus.
plus first is not spread. That means
Not.
52 minus 13, 42, 49, right? 49 by 52 into, there are not spread means the second spread means 13 by 51 actually. So this is probability of second spread actually, right? Is it clear?
9
Huh?
39 by 52.
of
13 by 51 because first card is removed. That is not kept back. So there are only 51 cards. But favorable. First card is not a spread, then there are 13 cards favorable to you out of 51 cards actually. See, this is one possibility. This is another possibility, right? Is it clear?
So why 49?
49 because first time other than, see, this is, you have taken the case of spread. Not spread is 49 plus sorry 50, oh sorry maths 39 42, 39 39
Okay.
sorry 39, okay, 39 by 52, 39 is correct, right? 52 minus 13 actually,
Yes, sir.
39 by 52 into 13 by 51. So this is the second possibility. You sum it both. That will give the probability of second chord being spread actually, right?
yes.
So suppose you are given joint probability of xi xj. Joint probability. This is maybe dependent or independent. Don't worry. This is first event. This is second event actually. I has certain values. J has certain possibilities. Joint event. Okay. You want probability of xj. So what you will do is the joint probability, you get it, sum it over all possibility I, then you will get probability of xj. This is what exactly we did here actually. I is two possibilities, right? This is possibility one, this is possibility two. So this is joint possibility xi xj, submit. So you will remove the effect of first event, right? See, please understand this. This is a very important thing in communication. I'm not going to teach those areas because we don't have time. Don't have time to work on all areas. But this is very important actually.
Yes.
You remove the effect of one, you average over all possibilities. This concept is clear.
Yes.
You
Yes.
want to remove the effect of first event. You consider all the possibilities, submit. Then the effect of first event is gone,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, keep in mind this. You remember actually, I am giving deliberately discrete example because this will go to your mind actually. If I give continuous, it will be a formula. Formulas you don't understand, you don't appreciate actually. You consider all possibilities in the summation, then in fact, that LDPC decoder, Suma will be knowing, right? Suma,
Yes.
have you studied the LD map decoding?
So decoding I did not study. Map decoding I studied.
Yeah, map decoding, the BCG or what are we doing? We are removing the other possibilities, right? All possibilities we are
Yes.
considering and summing, right?
Yes. Sir, yes.
Exactly similar to this actually. But it is
Okay.
continuous, this is discrete case. Okay?
Yes.
If it is continuous, I will write it as a formula, just
Yes.
understand. P of xi, x comma or xy, integral dx minus infinity to plus infinity. This will give probability of y, marginal of y. What this is called marginal probability density. Because this continuous PDF, marginal probability density of y, you integrate this giant PDF over all possible variants of x actually. Because this dx means these variables are minus infinity to plus infinity, all possibilities. See, when we put minus infinity, that is the extreme case. It need not have all. If it is uniform, it may be minus 3 to plus 3 or minus 1 to 4 or whatever it may be. The limits you can choose appropriately. If it is uniform 1 to 4, this will be 1 to 4 actually. P of xy dx, right?
Yes.
So over the limit, entire limit, you average out, the effect of x is gone. Same I explained it discrete case actually, right?
Oh,
This is an important communication application is there actually for this. So now I talked about joint event, right? Probability of AB. So same thing. This is a discrete, sorry, continuous one. We saw Gaussian for one variable. This x, it is a bold face, right? This x is bold face. Are you able to see this? Not like it has been dark actually, intentionally made dark because x is a vector actually, not scalar actually. It is not one value, it is values. X1 to see. Are you able to see this? X1
Yes.
to x9. It is a vector actually. N cross one vector. Are you able to see this?
mm.
Yes.
X means here it is a vector, n cross 1 vector. So we are talking about joint PDF actually of Gaussian variable actually, right? Joint PDF of Gaussian variable. P of x, x is a vector, is given by P of x, small p of x is a density actually. 1 by 2 pi power n by 2, determinant of C power of e power minus x bar transpose C inverse x minus x bar. Okay, that x1, x2, x3, forget, I wrote it to explain to you. That is not in the formula. Okay, so x bar is mean of the entire vector. X1, mean of x1, mean of x2, mean of x3, etc., mean of xn. It is a vector. Each variable mean actually, right? We explained what is mean actually, right? X
Yes, sir.
multiplied by density, average over the density. If it is a continuous, you have to average over the density. If it is discrete, sigma xipi. See, I gave an example for the tossing a coin, right? What is the average value of the random variable? Consider all the possibilities multiplied by the value of the random variable, weighed by the probability. Same way, if it is continuous, you have to integrate actually, not summation. So that is the x bar is mean actually. X minus x bar into x minus x bar transpose. E of E is expectation, statistical expectation actually. Okay, statistical expectation. Statistical means you are weighing by the probability density or probability, depending upon whether it is continuous or discrete actually. Okay. So I am talking about, see, that something called covariance actually. We know what is variance. What is covariance actually? Variance we know, right? I told you. What is
Yes.
if it is variance is large? If you buy a resistor with larger variance, it is useless. You should not go and buy from that company actually. You should buy from the company where variance is very small because all the resistors we have close to the mean, more or less close to the mean. Variance large means either too low value or too high value. Both you don't want actually. You want 1 mega means 1 mega you want. Very slight difference is okay, but not large difference. So variance should be small. It is desirable property. What is covariance? Covariance is given by. Before that, I will talk about cross correlation, E of xy. Cross correlation between two random variables, E of xy. In continuous case, it is given by multiply x and y, integrated by the joint PDF for all possibilities actually. Right? X and y multiply, integrate, joint PDF we saw that, right? In the discrete we saw joint event, right? Tossing a coin or taking two cards, whether one is spared, another is also spared. One could be spared, another could be diamond. This is a joint event actually. It could be dependent or independent. Okay, both are possible actually, right? So x into y, the variables you multiply, average over the PDF. Xy, if you integrate by multiplying the PDF, it is average. P is a statistical average, P of xy, multiplied and average actually. Product, average of the product. This is statistical multiplication, average actually. I'll write after this, what is the normal average or what is the difference actually. Variables x and y are multiplied average over all possibilities actually. Covariance is given by E of xy minus E of x into E of y. What is E of x? Mean, right? Xy is mean. What is E of xy? Cross correlation. It is the average of the product x and y actually. That is that is called covariance actually. Right? Is it clear? Suppose x and y are independent. X has no relationship with y. So we can write probability of AB equal to probability of A into probability of B, right? We can split into individual probabilities, right?
Individual.
Yes.
So E of xy, in this formula, you are integrating density P of x comma y. That is joint PDF. So joint PDF, I'll write here actually. General formula P of x comma y equal to P of x multiplied by P of y given x. Okay, this is general formula. This is dependency is there. But if they are independent, x1, y independent. This is also important actually. P of x comma y equal to P of, this is density, okay, continuous variable. This is small p I am using. Capital P is probability discrete. Small p is density. Okay, x into P of small p of y. If they are independent actually. You can joint PDF is a product of two marginal PDFs actually. This, please you understand this. This is used in particular algorithm called Viterbi algorithm. This property, right? Is it clear? You see, I am giving an example.
This is
for
small p is
density, continuous random variable.
hmm.
Capital P x comma y is P of x into P of y. If you are independent, or P of x into P of y given x.
Yes.
This is general. See, if it is independent, P of y given x will turn to P of y. See, for example, rolling a coin and tossing a die, getting 3. How does the first toss, whether it is head or tail, matters? Probability of getting a 3, given that first toss is head, is as good as probability of getting a 3. That's all. Head or tail doesn't matter actually, right?
Yes.
Whereas the card pack, it is dependent event actually. It matters, right?
Yes.
So it is see this this is applicable for not only two variables x, y, z or anything x, y, z. So if it is independent, you can write p of x, p of y, p of z. You can write. Correct. Product of individual PDFs you can write if they are independent. Okay. This property is important actually. If you don't understand, you ask me. Well, this property we are precisely using in Viterbi algorithm actually.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Both of you are going to work on Viterbi, right? Suma has written Viterbi code and Shreya also should know Viterbi algorithm because GMSK uses
GMSK.
Viterbi algorithm for equalization actually. Okay. So this
Okay.
property you should understand.
Mm.
Okay. Any doubt?
No, sir.
The effect of removing one variable, did you understand? P of x, comma, xi by j. You are submit over all possibilities of xi, I. Then the effect of x is gone. That did you understand actually?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Because this is one of the communication application actually. If you cannot, sometimes we will average over all possibilities to remove the effect actually. That is a technique actually. That is
Yes.
understood, right?
Yeah.
Please
Sir,
finish.
if
Yeah. Yes.
sir, if the events are independent, then the covariance will be 0.
Yeah. Here E of xy product will be E of x into E of y actually.
Okay.
I'll write you. Discrete case, I will give an example. What is E of x? Discrete case is easy, always xy. What is this actually? Xy, xi, yj, probability of xi, yj, giant probability overall I overall j, right? Is it clear?
Yes.
Over all y or all j actually, right?
Hmm.
So if they are independent, probability of xi, yj, we can write as probability of
X
xi
into
into probability of yj actually. So this and this take together and this together, it will turns out E of xy equal to E of x into E of y minus E of x into E of y because you are subtracting the product of b, so it will become 0. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right?
minus E of X, sir.
Huh?
Minus you told, no? Minus E of X.
What is minus E of x?
No, you
E
told
of
something. Okay, E of X only.
E of xy is the correlation actually. For covariance, you have to subtract the product of mean minus E of x into E of y. You have to subtract this product of individual means.
Okay.
E of xy. Sorry. E of xy minus E of x. So if it is independent, E of xy will become E of x into E of y, same as this. So difference will be 0, right?
0.
Covariance will be 0 actually,
Yes.
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So if you don't understand, please stop me because these are all important things. Later you will be using somewhere or other actually. So giant PDF. See, this is a 3D curve. I can't draw it properly, so I have written. See, this is like you assume that it's a cone. See, my curve you can't visualize. This looks like a flat curve. It's not a flat curve. It is a solid actually. You assume it is a cone. You know, can all traffic intersection dot they put a cone. You know, so it is a cone actually. It's something like a cone. It's not exactly cone. Gaussian shaped cone. So that shaped cone actually. Okay. It's a solid curve actually. X and Y are this for a 2D joint Gaussian. P of xy is 2D Gaussian. In this example, you can have ND, but ND you cannot draw because more than 3D you cannot visualize it. You have to assume only. It's a hyperplane. Okay. 3D at least we can visualize. That's why I gave this example. X and Y are two random variables. So this is joint PDF, P of x, y, 3D curve. Height is that vertical axis, no? Z axis, that is the PDF value actually. PDF value. Okay? That is a PDF value. Peak is there. From the peak, see, you assume that it's a cone. Top is cone top, vertex is the peak. Either side values are coming down, cone. Are you able to understand? Assume this. See, forget about the figure. It's not good actually. I should have done a proper figure actually. Cone you assume. Cone is there actually. Okay. X and Y are the surface. You keep it on a paper. Paper X and Y direction are there. Vertical Z axis that is going towards the cone actually. Topmost peak is the cone vertex. Okay. So at the different points on the cone, the PDF will vary actually, right? So if you integrate over different x and y, you will get the probability actually. Probability of x less than or equal to one some I1 to I2, y less than or equal to some y1 to y2. You can find out the any given range you can find out. If you integrate p of xy, small p of xy over minus infinity to plus infinity, what will you get actually? Joint PDF, if you integrate both dx and dy, you are integrating all possibilities. What will you get?
That full area.
Huh? Joint PDF, x and y, integrate dx, dy, both limit minus infinity to plus infinity. What will you get actually? See, you have to get one, right? See,
Area.
see, you have integrated over all possibilities actually. See, the total set, it is a probability of the total universal set. That must be always one, right?
1.
Yes, sir.
What is the probability of getting either head or tail? It is one. You should always get either a head or tail. There is no other possibility, right?
Yes. Yes.
So what is the probability of getting 1 to 6? Any one number 1 to 6, it is 1. So it is a total set. So same discrete example here, p of xy, dx, dy, if you integrate over all limits of x or all limits of y, that is unity actually. It is the total probability actually, right?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this formula also, are you able to understand p of xy, joint PDF of y? I gave a discrete example, right? Discrete example, a second chord probability we found. This is a continuous example actually. So you integrate over all possibilities of y, you get probability density of x. You remove the effect of y in discrete, a continuous case. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. I think this is the last slide I had it. Yeah. So any doubt in this actually?
No.
Now you know what is correlation, what is covariance, what is joint PDF, what is the average value, what is variance, all these basic concepts you are clear, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, with this we'll go to next communication and next class we'll do some communication, pulse shaping, match filtering, those concepts actually. Then we'll study Viterbi algorithm and the GMSK. That's all. With that, another 2 classes are. Can they take 2 or 3 classes? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But you are getting something out of this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This I have recorded actually. I tried to show the Dropbox also. Okay. So with this, we will conclude the class. Okay.
So
Any
we did
doubt?
not
You can
receive
ask
this
now.
PDF.
If you have any doubt, you can ask.
This PDF also you send it, sir.
We
PDF?
did not receive the PDF, sir. We did not receive the mail. So can you please resend it?
I think the second time I sent it again actually. Just check up actually. If you don't get, I will send it again actually.
Yes, sir. I checked in, but we didn't get. Sir.
Oh, I'll see whether any problem in my mailbox. Okay, whether it is not going or something. I'll check it actually. Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay, thank
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow same 5:30, right?
So
Because I'm doing the 5:30 because of Shreya. I'm taking it actually because she said laptop is not there or something like that. She was telling me. For me, no problem. Anything.
So tomorrow I may have to go to office, sir. So,
Okay.
means even if you send me the record also, that is fine. I'll just listen to the record. You can take class for them.
Or your convenient time, can you tell others whether can they adjust actually?
8 o'clock.
Morning 8 o'clock, eh?
No, sir. Night 8 o'clock.
For me, no problem. 8 o'clock is no problem. But what about others?
So for me, it's fine.
What about Shreya?
I think for her also it is fine. Sir.
Is she here or left actually?
She left the meetings.
She left,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Okay, fine. Okay, then 8 p.m. we'll have no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.